The southern border of the United States is seeing an unprecedented wave of migration, and officials have made over 2 million 2022 arrests as far set a record. Republican governors in Texas and Arizona both Florida and have employed migrants as over 20 political puppets, sending thousands of people take buses to the sanctuary. Places like New York and Washington, D.C. making immigration a problem in the cities that are Democratic and oppose immigration laws that are strict are to the Republican viewpoint, experiencing their own medication, yet there are some crucial legal considerations. These migrants have distinctions here. Being granted entry to the United States, look for defense or another. Florida's immigration situation in September. Ron DeSantis, the governor, collaborated with Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, will dispatch migrants from Venezuela arrive in an aircraft. Massachusetts Martha's Vineyard 250 people were on board the aircraft when they departed San Antonio, Texas. Migrants and others without a home options due of their homelessness, they continue to reside in shelters. A lady, Perla, a woman, had contacted them on the several of them were sleeping on the street. I've mentioned I can fix your problem by now. Having issues, she offered them a plane journey to Massachusetts, a location she has mentioned. As a state that protects immigrants, would safeguard and welcome immigrants, there wasn't much space for them on the ship. You are aware that they weren't Martha's Vineyard. They weren't at all ready for this setup. All because nobody warned them in advance. They relocated the refugees to a military installation on Cape Cod. Abbott migrant buses to D.C. in April, and soon, Governor Doug Ducey of Arizona followed suit. There are undoubtedly many. Several of the buses have received complaints, however the migrants' viewpoint and DeSantis' actions poor because they weren't even near to their destination. And it earned him a great deal of political. You're not a sanctuary state, remember that, and having access to one is preferable. Yes, we will respect sanctuary jurisdiction, assist you in arranging such transportation even though it was a bad situation, drop them where they didn't belong. Under the legal challenges on the way from DeSantis following the Martha's difficulties incident at the Vineyard involving a class legal action brought by migrants themselves, as well as a probe by someone from outside of Texas arrived to the Texas. The state exploited these folks, drew them in with claims of a brighter future. J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, also claimed that state officials were assessing whether the attempt to send coming to Chicago